It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's coming up next.
Bring it! Let's go, man.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Dallas. This taken from the 12. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Prescott opening with a pass. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Prescott now to throw on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They've got first down from the 31. Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Running this one left. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. First down, here's Dak. Oh, stiff arm. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll go down here at the 16. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys get it down to a single point. Oh, you know I'm going to celebrate this one, Brock. Fellow fullback activists unite. Not a ton still kicking around the league, but one of them finds the end zone on the plunge.
And if you're a team without one in a short yardage spot, you got fullback envy as well, because sometimes a guy like this barreling ahead is the difference between getting 6 points or not.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ty Chandler to return. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They put a receiver in motion right. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They send a man in motion. 1st and 10, here's Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Second and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. To throw, here's Darnold. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
A give left side to Jones. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun is Prescott. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. From the 42. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but Man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what'd they tell us yesterday in those production meetings? Nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down, ball at the 36. Darnold has the connection to Hawkinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They've got first down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Dak. Catch made by Cooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2. Dak now from the gun. It's caught, Ferguson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Dak throwing again. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So at the end of two, the Vikings playing Road Warriors here. They've got the lead. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they had that one contained right at the line. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd down carry for Jones. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
To the air, 3rd and long. Jones reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing now, off play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. From the red zone now. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jones trying the left side. And he gets in, touchdown! The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown! Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 18.
Cowboys 10.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Prescott. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Dak. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
The give here on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chandler now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Vikings and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Darnold now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now from the gun. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Jones once more. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give to Jones. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. They get 8 yards, and now only inches to go on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Vikings leading by 11. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. On the carry, this is Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jones. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Throwing here, Darnold. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 18.
Cowboys 17.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they're gonna haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. One final shot here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Dallas.